Okay, so the Crank Caves involve killer dwarves, ancient cathedrals, dead children, 18th century soldiers, and ghost priests. So Crank Caverns is a name of the old stone quarry near Crank in St Helens in England. Local history archives state that the sandstone quarry began as early as 1730, and instead of quarrying out the stone, they would mine it out. So they would follow a seam of stone basically just until it ran out. This resulted in a network of caves, tunnels and shafts that we see today. Later on, in 1939, they became a storage facility for ammunition for the anti-aircraft position at Crank during World War II. In 1977, a ghost investigation team ventured deep down into the cavern's dark, intricate underground tunnel system and became trapped inside. Emergency services were called out to rescue them. The team brought back with them unique rocks and stalagmites that they had collected, but the team were in need of treatment for shock and fright, allegedly having seen something horrific deep in the caves. Because the caves are now so dangerous, attempts have been made to stop the public from entering, but you can still get there from a few side paths that lead there. Back in the 18th century, 4 children decided to explore the sandstone caverns in the area and vanished. It is said that the dwarves that lived in the caves would entice children into the forests, sacrifice them and eat their flesh. One child survived and told a terrifying tale about small old men with beards who killed his 3 friends and chased them. The petrified child stumbled over human bones in the caves and finally managed to scramble through an opening to the surface as a hand was grabbing at his ankle. The authorities were concerned because a number of people had gone missing in the area near the cave's entrances. 2 heavily armed soldiers descended into the caverns with torches and claimed that they not only found a heap of human bones, that they also found ruins of an ancient church of some unknown origin. The interior of the church was lit by 3 large candles, and grotesque gargoyles formed part of a creepy altar in the middle. Throughout the exploration of the underground, the soldiers said they felt as if they were being watched and also heard voices speaking in an unknown language around them. One report said that a child's head was found in a cave, along with evidence of cannibalism. The caves either collapsed through time, or it's thought that the soldiers used gunpowder to seal the mines, and so the riddle of the underground church of Crank Caverns remains unsolved. The ghost of the White Rabbit was apparently the pet of a young girl and was brutally killed by a couple of local thugs in front of her. It now roams the grounds outside the caverns and is only seen just before a disaster strikes. There's a tale of a man who is thought to have killed himself outside the entrance to the cavern after being haunted by the rabbit. There's also stories of convicted prisoners who were to be hanged and went through a secret tunnel under the town hall, through the caverns and out to the woods, where there was 3 big trees on the public footpath. The middle tree there was the tree that they were hung on, and it was a lower branch, and you can still see the rope where it was tied and the marks in the tree. It also has the names of the people that were hung there. There was in fact a tunnel running through about 7 miles from St Helens Town Hall to the caverns in order to conduct these secret hangings. In 1642, the Catholic priests were killed and they were banned from saying Mass during England's Civil War. So they had to have Mass in secret, and they had to use tunnels from the cathedral hall in the town centre that led into the caverns. This would explain the ghosts of old monks that roamed the caves and the woods nearby, as the soldiers would hunt them and kill them down. Also reported are apparitions of soldiers on horseback, cavalier soldiers entering the caves and searching, and there's also sounds apparently of moaning and crying, whether that's maybe from the priests who were killing. With regards to the cathedral, some say that if you studied caving, a cathedral would be classed as the largest cave out of a series of caves in the caverns, and the largest cave out of all of them would normally have some sort of slab, but that would be referred to as the cathedral. Although the reports from the guards about an actual underground church or cathedral date back hundreds of years, so there's no way to really know, as it's blocked off and it's full of graffiti and rubbish, and I think the council have been blocking it off more, or because it's a mine, I think over time it's just degraded. So there's no way of knowing. The only picture I could find was this. That's obviously just an illustration, so I guess we'll never know unless maybe in years to come someone decides to dig there and we discover it. But maybe a brave adventurer will crawl into the cave for us and have a look. So let us know what you think. If you have any information on Crank Caverns, let us know down below. And if you have any other suggestions for topics to cover, let us know and we'll cover them. So thank you.